Over the last 6 months, I've really learned a lot about myself. Today is July 2nd, 2023, and I wanted to just hold a short review of how the last 6 months have gone as I've really tried to focus more on finding my purpose and focus in life. It has been a big growing experience for me. I've grown in the way that I communicate, the way I interact with others, and really in the knowledge base that I've had as I focused more and more on what I want, more than I focus on what I don't want. Educational opportunities have come up in my life, and I've taken advantage of so many of them. I'm on a journey of constantly learning and discovering things about myself and about what I'm truly capable of doing. All of this has come because of my focus to discover what my purpose in life is, my focus to understand what I can contribute and offer those around me. I've had to break out of limiting self-beliefs, which, wow, that has been really difficult. When we believe something so strongly about ourselves that we change our lives and we modify our behavior because of those things, it can, in some ways, negatively affect us because we're set boundaries within ourselves that don't allow us to grow and to proceed in a life filled with joy and life fulfillment. Those things are so important for long-term happiness, for feeling good about ourselves and what we have to contribute to the world around us. Whether that's our families, an employer, wherever we are, whoever we are. These are things that we learn and grow from within us. And that can sometimes be the most difficult journey of all. To grow within, to face ourselves, to face what makes us who we are, to face why we make the decisions that we make. All of those things are stemmed from the belief that we have in ourselves and the focus that we're choosing to carry in our lives. I feel like this is a pivotal time in my life where the next 6 months are going to bring about another huge set of changes for me and where I'm choosing to go. This is really important because as I continue to grow and develop and change and modify who I am, to me, my focus and what's truly important to me, it's going to force me to continue to consider who I am as a person, who I want to be, and how I want to show up in the world around me and with those that I work with. This is so important because it's going to influence me for the rest of my life. Who do I want to be? How do I want to be? And how do I keep going when I don't feel like getting up in the morning? How do I keep going when I meet an obstacle that feels like it's too big for me to overcome? And when we're facing ourselves, there's a lot of obstacles that have to be overcome. It doesn't come easy. It would if we would just let go and move on. But just letting go and moving on are not as easy as they sound. Another one of the changes that I found in myself is that when things get really difficult or I feel like I can't do it, when I feel like the pressure of my life and these new changes that I'm creating within myself are just simply too much, and I want to go back to my old life, I want to go back to default, what I know, what I'm comfortable with, and what I'm familiar with, I'm now starting to default to my focus. How do I get to my focus faster? How do I reach my goals and targets faster? How do I continue to build up the momentum through daily activities, weekly activities, and monthly activities that bring me closer to where I want to be? Doing those activities really does build momentum, And as I build momentum, I receive more positive feedback through various different sources, through compliments, through positive feedback about what I'm posting and creating, both in quotes and in videos and short messages. These things are so important when you're trying to become who you really want to be. When you want to build something that's going to positively affect those around you, it is so important to remember who you are and where you've come from so that you can decide who you want to be in the future and who you're going to be that's going to benefit those around you. I want you to remember one thing. I want you to remember that everything you do supports your purpose, your vision, and what you're focusing on. Gratitude draws more of what you're grateful for into your life. This is a blessing in so many ways. Gratitude helps us in so many ways, both physically, mentally, and emotionally. This is something that I am learning and have learned is vital to where I want to be in life. I want to feel and enjoy more positive than negative. These are huge steps for me. Not that I don't know what positive feels like, and not that I don't know what gratitude feels like, but I want to create this in those around me, in those that I interact with and those that I work with. Changing our mindset is not easy, unless we're just willing to give in to whatever that is, to whatever it is that we want to focus on and build and create in our life. Then it becomes easy. When we're following a purpose that's driven by a focus, a target, and goals, it's easier to do the things that we know we need and want to do because they fall in line with what we need and know we want to do. I don't know where the next 6 months is going to take me. I don't have the how figured out, and the great part is I don't have to have the how figured out. I just need to know where I'm going. There are a lot of different paths to get me there, so the how does not matter as much as the where. If you're looking at a road map and you decide you want to go somewhere on a map, you'll discover you can drive, you can walk, you can bike, you can run, you can jog, you can take a plane, you can take a train, you can ride with a friend, you can ride a bus. There's a lot of different paths and ways to get there. Don't worry about the how. Worry about the focus. The how will come into play when the time is right. That's what's important to remember. Focus on your target. Focus on where you want to be. Focus on what you want more than you focus on what you don't want. And as you're changing your life and you're converting your thoughts into what you want more than what you don't want, and eventually you'll just focus on what you want. You'll focus on your target and where you want to be. That's the mindset and where you want your thoughts to go. When it's difficult and you're not sure how you're going to make it through, that's when you really want to focus on where you're going versus how you're going to get there. That's what's the most important in life, is really focusing on your target and your goals and the place that you want to get to. If you're going on a road trip, you have to stop and get gas. You have to stop and use the restroom. You have to stop and get something to eat. There are things that you have to do along the way that's going to detour you ultimately from where you want to be, and that's totally okay. That's just how it's going to be. You're always going to have setbacks. You're always going to have roadblocks. Those are all wonderful because that opposition, those obstacles, are what make you stronger to be able to get through the difficult times. They're going to make you stronger. So when you reach another roadblock, you've handled this before. You can do it. You're strong. You're powerful. You're worthy. And you have far more value than what you think you do. As a recap, I've learned a lot about myself in the last 6 months. I've learned that it's more important to run after my focus than to try to overcome what I don't want in my life. And as I focus more and more powerfully on what I want, it doesn't matter when the sun shines too brightly in my eyes. I've got a way to overcome it. I've got a way to refocus on what's the most important to me. I have literally programmed my mind to refer back to my focus, my target in life when things are difficult. That is one of the most powerful tools I think I have ever learned in my life. The ability to change my mindset in the moments that are the most difficult. The ability to override what I'm thinking and feeling in the moment and capture where I want to be, who I want to become. And although I am definitely not perfect at this, it is a strength that I will carry with me through the rest of my life. And I will get better and better and better at it until I have mastered that skill. Because mindset is everything. Having someone to help you create that mindset is powerful. That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to help you transform and change your mindset so that you start reaching a life and goals and targets that really mean something to you. That's what I'm here to do. That's my job in working with you, is helping you create that mindset. As you grow and you change and you develop into who you want to be, you're going to have so many people shoot you down. Just yesterday, somebody told me, why don't you just let your job take care of you? We have great benefits, great hours. Why don't you just stop trying to be something different and just be you here? Take care of what you need and want in life through this. Everything isn't about money, you know. That's absolutely true. Everything is not about money. Money is not my focus. Helping other people is. Does it come at a cost sometimes? Yes, absolutely. Is it something that I want to help other people with for the rest of my life? Yes, absolutely. Helping somebody change their mindset and their focus to improve their life, make life-changing decisions, acquisitions, becoming who they want to be, that's powerful. The mind is truly an incredible tool that really changes everything in our lives. Changing one's mindset creates something that nothing else can. Changing your mindset and having the power to do that, not when it's easy, but when it's hard, that is truly life-changing and transforming.